Okay, Rafael Nadal is to miss the ATP Tour Finals in London due to surgery on an ankle injury. This means Novak Djokovic will be number one at the end of the season for the fifth time in his career. Rafael Nadal is starting to become injury prone. This is an issue for him long term. We've seen with Andy Murray, he's starting to become injury prone, and even Djokovic has had a fair share of injuries. So there seems to be a sort of changing of the guard in men's tennis. It basically means Nadal will face up to 8 weeks out before he can prepare for the new season at the Australian Open and get back into the swing of things. It basically means Djokovic is just handed the world number one position by default. It is a shame that Nadal is not going to be there to compete. Obviously, you want the best players competing. It's not always the case. We've seen it with Roger Federer with injuries. Some of these tennis players are having a lot of injuries at the moment, and that raises all sorts of questions about the sport and the welfare of the tennis players, because obviously it's down to the player and their coaching staff to prepare for tournaments and matches, and especially at the lower levels of the sport, there's not the money there. Nadal puts bums on seats. He is a star attraction. He has the record for the most wins at Roland Garros. You know, he's one of the few players, I think, to win all 4 Grand Slams as well. You know, he is a star player, and I think the ATP Tour finals are going to be lesser finals without him. At the same time, he's been a great servant for the sport as well. And you know, this year when the terrible floods happened in Spain, in Mallorca, he was there helping with the cleanup effort because he's a local. He walked out of his training complex, went down to the town that was affected, and was helping locals clean up. And he was searching for survivors. So that just shows the character of the man as well. Obviously, Djokovic is going to be world number one. Nadal is clearly focusing on next year and aiming to be as competitive and as fit as possible, but he is starting to become injury prone. How many more surgeries will he and Murray and Federer and Djokovic have to take before they decide enough's enough? I'm calling it a day. But we'll leave that there. What's your thoughts on Rafael Nadal taking time off to have ankle surgery? Should he have played the Tour Finals and then taken the surgery, or is the Australian Open what's more important? Does he want to win the Australian Open and then the French Open, Wimbledon and the US Open? What's more important, these minor tour finals or the big Grand Slams? There we go. Thank you very much for watching. Place your comments below. Please like and subscribe, and I'll have some more videos for you.